Assalamu alaikum. The authority of experience assessing the use of information technology in the classroom. It is the truism say that the internet has made many kinds of the information more easily accessible to more people, but scholars in many fields are still trying to figure out how to deal with the consequences. Not only the professional losing their monopoly over specialized knowledge, but the internet also allows information to be distributed more the widely and allows different kinds of the information to flourish on the internet. As a whole, traditional forms of scientific knowledge are not prevailed only over individual reports of their own experience. Professional often fight back against this trend to arguing that reports of individual experience are not valid knowledge. However, experience carries its own kind of the authority, and the professional needs to come to term with its new role. Similar trend are the visible education as well with a turn towards more student concerned education. This paper this paper will discuss the issue raised, the knowledge based on reports, the individual experience. In writing it, we have attempted to combine our own experience with the professional analysis. We will demonstrate the use of the experience with the first person account of the teaching using information technology with a particular attention to the importance of the assessment. The narrative is written in the voice of the Pimala E. Mark, who speaks from her perspective as a historian of the technology. Gail Delicio not only contributed her expertise in assessment but shared in the development of the overall ideas of the paper with her perspective as the researcher in education. Professional knowledge was experience. To start with an example, the tension between professional knowledge and the individual experience in the particular viewed the medicine according to sociologist. One of the distinguishing characteristics of the profession in the proportion of the specialized knowledge. It is in interest to professional to keep monopoly on their specialized knowledge, but today professional knowledge is both more accessible and more often channeled by other kind of the knowledge. Physician used to simply tell their patients what was good for team. Today physician not only and the obligation to the inform patients but also encounter many patients who have learned a significant amount of the specialized medical information from source other their doctor. Specialized medical literature have become much more accessible because of the ability of the medicine medline and other internet sources. Patient today also bring to doctor information that comes from pooling experience with other consumer dealing with similar problem. Internet support groups and the particular program a great deal of the valuable information about side effects and the alternative treatments that may not yet be well described in the medical literature. Physician sometimes responds to such information by the insisting on professional and the yielding satisfying result are the valid knowledge in the run. However, physician will have to face conclusion of the changing distribution at the information instead of the clinging only the knowledge over which they can preserve with professional control. Traditional professional knowledge does deserve special status but is not the only valid from the knowledge. The scientific approach has great strength is the removing bias as the wishful thinking, but it also requires that the continuum of the experience that the divided the articles category. Doctors diagnose children with the attention deficit hypersensitivity disorder ADHD and the do the studies of the what treatments work best of the children with the diagnosis. However, the many scientists in the field suspect that what is called ADHD may is the fact of several different syndromes or the perhaps the continuum over quite a wide range of the variation that doctors artificially in the studies that lump together all the children with the ADHD and the find were worker based on the average of the whole group or by comparing not with other parents who have children particularly like child. In such cases knowledge of the individual experience can be more usual than the professional literature.